you're eager to transform your organization into a data-driven company, you're going to need to build from the ground up, and that process starts from the top. Management consultants bring a fresh set of eyes and a new approach to doing business. The flip side of this is that you need to be aware of a few problems that might arise when you bring outsiders in the front door. Management consulting involves more personal or sensitive issues. Management consultants are brought in to help advise on organizational changes, leadership styles, and corporate culture. This requires clients to open up and be vulnerable, which takes a high level of trust. So it's a little different from an IT or a strategic consultant, for whom the issues are more technical and less personal. There are more competing interests and politics involved in management consulting. Consultants have to balance advice to senior leaders with building relationships across the organization. Other forms of consulting may have more alignment around technical issues. Management consulting engagements last longer and need those consistent interactions over time. Building trust takes time through sustained positive interactions. Shorter or more transactional projects allow less opportunity to establish trust. Management consultants are seen as outsiders who don't understand internal dynamics. IT or strategic consultants may be viewed as experts, bringing specialized knowledge, but management consultants have to work harder to demonstrate their credibility. Management consultants often challenge the status quo and recommend changes that disrupt operational rhythms. This can test relationships and requires diplomacy and care to maintain trust. Technical solutions may be more welcome. In my experience, trust is built through transparent communication, delivering results, respecting confidentiality, and showing commitment to the client's interests, even when it requires difficult messages. Nurturing personal connections and aligning to incentives also helps. But in management consulting, the interpersonal aspects make it particularly important and challenging. I can speak to one consulting project I was working on for a local sanitation district. I was with a group of engineers who were subcontracted by a larger consulting firm. We engineers were tasked with some specific problems relating to their sewage treatment plants. When we would have a meeting, the client, who were municipal engineers operating the plant, would show up in their coveralls. We, the engineers, showed up in our collared shirts with our pencils and calculators in our pockets. And the lead contractor, who had subcontracted us, wore suits. Just reading the room, it was clear that there was some cultural misalignment between these groups. Unfortunately, when the client would ask us direct questions about scheduling or delays, we found ourselves walking a very thin line between answering the client honestly and keeping the main contractor who was sitting there watching us happy. It was a difficult situation and led to some mistrust when the client would ask us for direct answers and get one answer from us and then another answer from the lead contractor. Lines of communication have to be clear. One consistent message needs to be delivered to the client to build trust.